This weekend, I attended the Consistent Sales Summit hosted by Lamar and Tyler. It was a great room, smart people, strong energy. Everything was flowing. Then Lamar Tyler asked us to do something quite simple. He said, read your receipts. In other words, tell the room what you've done. Tell the room your wins. And friends, I froze. I didn't talk about the celebrity artists I've worked with. I didn't mention the major cases I've been a part of. I didn't talk about the high-powered clients I've helped build. I didn't mention the tech certifications. I didn't talk about the businesses I own. I didn't even talk about the companies I've helped other people build to 7 and 8 and 9 figures. Nothing. And in that moment, I realized something about myself. It wasn't shyness. It wasn't imposter syndrome. It wasn't even that introvert Wizard of Oz complex, where you stay behind the curtains pulling the levers. It was something much deeper. And here's what I realized. I've spent so many years being the secret weapon for other people that I have accidentally internalized being the secret. It's become a part of my personality. So think about that for a second. When you spend years helping other people shine, helping them build, helping them win, helping them grow, you get comfortable being the invisible engine, the strategist behind the curtain, the fixer behind the scenes. And you know what? That works for a while. It works in your consulting. It works in production. It even works in leadership. But there's a quite danger hiding inside that role. You start to believe your role is to stay hidden. You start to believe that the work matters more than the witness. You start to believe silence is humility. And you even start to believe your wins aren't really your wins. But silence is not humility. Silence is conditioning. Because when you spend years helping other people tell their story, you can forget that you have a story too. And if you don't say it, the room doesn't know it. But there's another issue hiding inside of this. You cannot be the secret in an era where your personal brand is a part of the machine. You cannot be the secret when you depend on lead generation. No one can hire you when they cannot see you. And no one will hire you when you cannot see yourself. So let me talk to you for a second. If you are the person people call when something needs to be fixed, if you are the strategist behind the scenes, if your fingerprints are on every other person's success, you may have been the engine for so many others that you have forgotten to acknowledge that you're an engine itself. You may have normalized things that are actually extraordinary. You may have convinced yourself that telling the truth about what you're doing is bragging. And my friend, it's not. It actually is clarity. People cannot value what they cannot see. And they cannot see what you refuse to name. So here's the move. Write your receipts, not for ego, but for clarity. Write down the wins, write down the problems you've solved, write down the people you've helped to build, write down the rooms you've been in, because one day some will say, tell the room what you've done, and next time, you shouldn't freeze. And that moment stayed with me, not because I didn't have receipts, because I realized this. I have spent years filing away my receipts instead of reading them. But that changes now. Some of us were never meant to stay the secret. And my friend, that's the work. Peace.